My beloved, I want you to know that I am working on your behalf, arranging events and linking circumstances that will benefit you and those you care about. There are forces trying to bring you down, to diminish your worth, and to drain your hope. They claim that your beliefs are weak, your future is bleak, and that you do not deserve what I offer. Yet I tell you plainly, do not trust those murmurs. Stand by the truth I have given you about who you are. See clearly the depth of my care for you. I stand with you as a constant protector against every attack that comes your way. Now is the moment to pick up your shield and face what lies ahead. You may feel that you are not enough on your own, but with my support, no obstacle is insurmountable. When you affirm my guidance in your life, barriers born of despair fall and darkness retreats. If you feel weary, know that my arms are always open to restore your strength and grant you peace. In moments when negative forces throw blame and create difficulties, I offer strength, calm, and light that never falters. You are never alone in your struggle. I will always stand with you and provide the resilience you need. Every day brings choices. Will you trust the wisdom I offer, or listen to the lies that try to take hold? Will you let your faith be anchored in the one who shapes the world, or allow fear to dictate your path? My strength has been constant since the beginning, and my care for you endures. The voice that once calmed wild winds now brings quiet assurance into your heart. Keep your focus on the truth I have shared, for I have never forsaken you. Reflect on these words each morning so that hope fills your mind instead of worry. Let my guidance be your daily sustenance, as necessary as a meal for your soul. When you take time to read, to pray, or to simply be present with me, a steady fire is ignited within you, a fire that gives you the courage to face every challenge. My truth infuses life, health, and bravery into your being. It breaks down barriers, heals deep wounds, and opens up new beginnings where once there were only closed doors. I understand the path you have traveled, the pain you have endured, and the battles you have fought, even when you felt defeated. I urge you not to dwell on past mistakes or missed chances. I continually renew what has been broken, creating streams in barren lands and paths in desolate places. I revive the hope you once lost and guide you along a road of calm reflection, a path where my light dispels any lingering darkness. If you doubt your ability to change or feel chained by past errors and regrets, remember that I have given you the capacity to transform. The spirit I have placed within you is a source of strength that renews you daily. When you rely on me, the old parts of you fade away, and you emerge renewed. Set aside anger, bitterness, and fear, and instead embrace grace, forgiveness, and gratitude. Let us continue this journey one step at a time. You may stumble, but I will be there to steady you and help you regain your footing. Even if it seems that others overlook your efforts, know that I see you and care deeply for you. You are not forgotten. You are valued beyond measure. I have marked you in my life and planned for your well-being. Remember this truth when doubts and rejection attempt to cloud your mind. You may have experienced mistreatment or been dismissed by those who failed to recognize your true worth, but I affirm that your value is beyond measure. Stand confidently, knowing that you are cared for and held in high esteem. The criticisms meant to undermine you cannot compare to the identity I have given you. Embrace who you are, knowing that you have been deeply loved and accepted. Allow my care to surround you until every trace of insecurity disappears like fog in the morning sun. There have been times when you felt fragile, weighed down by challenges, or questioned whether you had the strength to carry on. Yet consider the flower that pushes upward even in harsh conditions, enduring wind and rain until it blooms. Just as each seed draws nourishment from the sun, I provide the support your spirit needs to flourish. The life I breathe into you empowers you to achieve more than you ever imagined possible. Do not be ashamed of your vulnerabilities. Present them openly, and I will transform them into a source of strength. When you admit you cannot go it alone, you begin to feel the secure support of my care. Trust in me rather than relying solely on your limited abilities, and allow me to fill the emptiness inside with constant encouragement and resilience. There are voices that insist you are inadequate or doomed to fail. Do not let these voices control you. Instead, overcome them by trusting in my presence. In moments of quiet, release your worries, and remember you are never isolated. Even when friends are few, when family does not fully understand, or when life seems to have no clear path, I am here. Imagine being enveloped in a protective cover that shields you from every hardship. That is how I guard your heart, protecting you from doubt and despair. You have prayed for your loved ones and asked for help on their behalf. I assure you that every plea, every tear is heard. Those you cherish are important to me too. Continue to bring their names to mind in your quiet moments of supplication, for I will attend to their needs. Know that I am capable of working wonders on their behalf. Think of a vast garden where seeds are quietly planted. Even if you do not see the growth immediately, progress is happening beneath the surface. I am steadily working in the lives of those you hold dear, even when change seems slow. Trust that both you and your loved ones will be sustained by my guidance. There will be times when you observe conflict, uncertainty, and hardship in the world. Reports of disaster and chaos may make the future appear uncertain, but I challenge you to see beyond that. I have never intended to fill your life with fear. Instead, I have equipped you with strength, compassion, and insight. Do not let fear obscure your vision or obscure the truth of what I have provided you. Difficulties and dark days may come, but I encourage you to hold tightly to the inner calm that I offer. Let that calm be the force that keeps you steadfast when anxiety arises. Recall the story of the one who navigated turbulent waters without being overcome. Just as that presence remains secure in the midst of chaos, I hold you firm. No matter what challenges arise, you will not be overwhelmed. Your mind is a battleground where thoughts can either guide you closer to the truth or drag you into despair. Do not allow negative thoughts to steal the joy I have placed before you. Worrying about what the future holds only robs you of your strength, leaving you unable to receive the support I offer. Today, choose to focus on what is genuine, honorable, and uplifting. Remember the times I have helped you through storms and delivered you from unexpected troubles. Each time you cling to my guidance, there is less room for worry to take root. Let gratitude be the protector of your spirit, a constant reminder that my support is renewed with each new day. Even if past failures or current circumstances seem to hold you back, remember that you are not defined by those moments. You are a valued creation, and with me, all things are possible. Understand that failure is not your identity. It is simply part of the journey toward becoming who you are meant to be. Reflect on the examples of those who faltered, but then found their way again, who made mistakes, yet were given a second chance. I have helped them, and I will help you too. No matter how distant hope may seem, my support can always reach you. With me, you are free from every chain of negative habit, every sense of unworthiness, every cycle of despair. The force of transformation I have set in motion makes you a symbol of strength and promise. True belief is not limited to grand events. It also shows itself in the everyday acts of trust. Waking up with a grateful heart, speaking words of hope before a meal, reaching out to someone in need, or forgiving when it is difficult. These small acts help nurture a garden within your heart, allowing the seeds of promise to grow at their own pace. Do not underestimate the impact of even a small measure of true belief. Even if your faith feels like a modest ember at times, trust that I can help it grow into a steady, comforting flame that carries you through hardship. This belief enables you to see your challenges with a perspective that goes beyond the immediate difficulties. I do not offer a fleeting favor that must be earned constantly. My care is unwavering and endless, as broad as the skies. Embrace this truth fully, allowing it to fill every corner of your heart. Do not try to win the approval of those who cannot see your true worth. I see it clearly, and I recognize every part of you. Perhaps you have sought validation in places that only led to further pain, but I invite you to return to the safe haven of my support. In my care, you will find a kindness that does not fail, a support that does not abandon you when you stumble. It guides you with firmness and understanding, nurturing you without causing further hurt. Never doubt that I hold your spirit gently and securely, always with a desire for your well-being and happiness. Notice how the force of renewal works continuously, transforming challenges into opportunities for growth and turning hardship into hope. No matter how heavy the burdens you face, remember that I have overcome every shadow that has ever darkened your path. Let the certainty of past victories restore your strength. If I have moved beyond darkness in the past, then no lingering gloom can hold you back now. When you face a difficult stretch, know that I will always be there to help you rise again, guiding you toward a future filled with fresh energy and purpose. Let this be your source of strength. Nothing you consider unreachable is beyond my ability. Sit with me now. Close your thoughts for a moment and draw near. Visualize yourself beside still water, feeling the warmth of the sun as a gentle breeze reminds you that you dwell within a realm shaped by my care. I watch over your heart as you navigate this life. Even when dark times come and heavy storms arise, my care surrounds you. Listen to the quiet message that reminds you, I mean well. It tells you that you do not have to shoulder every burden on your own. You may have tried handling family, work, finances, or health by yourself, but today, let them go. Place them on my shoulder, for I bear them effortlessly, no matter how heavy they seem. My presence eases your worries and softens sharp edges. You hold dreams within you, wondering when they will see the light of day. Many of those hopes now rest in your hands, reflecting the purpose I have planned for you. Trust that I understand your present and foresee what comes next. Just when you feel the moment has passed and possibilities have closed, watch as I open new doorways that none can shut. Respect the care I offer. I stand beside you, not to inflict harm, but to present you with a future filled with promise. At times, I lead you on unexpected routes, or through seasons of preparation to build character. Embrace these periods, for they shape you into someone capable of receiving my gifts without crumbling beneath pressure. You always have a safe place to belong, and I will not allow you to lose what I have begun in you. When you truly connect with me, old habits built on past hurt begin to fade. Uncertainty gives way to steady assurance. Hard feelings make room for forgiveness, and pride diminishes before genuine humility. This change is not fleeting, but a continuous demonstration of my support in your life. You grow like a sturdy tree nourished by vital streams, steadily flourishing in every season. Even those who once doubted you will notice a transformation they find difficult to explain. Hope, contentment, and kindness become your hallmarks. You no longer need to carry every weight alone, for my spirit fills your heart, renewing it and freeing you from regret and shame. I understand the sting of criticism and the pain of being misunderstood. Your worth does not hinge on others' views. Long before any judgment was passed, I declared that you were worthy and valuable. I formed you with purpose and care, even before your first breath. You represent my care, not a mere image seen by others through a narrow lens. Consider the eagle. It does not seek permission to soar, but lifts its wings and flies according to its design. Do not let doubts and critiques limit you. Embrace your ability to move forward, knowing that my support is constant. Share your best with the wheels when you raise your concerns for those you care about. When you find yourself alone in darkness, your tears reflect your courage. In these times, I offer guidance, comfort, and new beginnings. Even if my response is not immediate, Know that I have not abandoned you. I am preparing you for outcomes better than you can imagine. Keep speaking, hold fast to your faith, and observe how my guidance unfolds in unexpected ways. Now is the moment to reset. You have traversed barren paths and valleys of discouragement, and I invite you to stand up again. I pour support like refreshing rain upon the arid ground of your heart, allowing hidden ambitions to emerge. Embrace this renewal with sincerity. Leave behind regrets and the fears that once restrained you. Let my care wash away your doubts and insecurities. Welcome a song of gratitude as I respond with equal warmth. With my care empowering you, you will no longer see yourself as a victim of circumstance, but rather as someone strengthened by my support. You are entrusted with light in a world I have arranged for you. Allow my guidance to show you the way, and let your actions bear witness to both past and future achievements. I remind you frequently that you are cherished by me. The dignity you hold is a gift I have given, not earned by any measure of success. Instead of being defined by shortcomings, you are defined by the uniqueness of my care. Challenges and chaotic episodes may come, but they do not diminish my commitment to you. Keep your sense of self secure in the knowledge that you are chosen, valued, and destined for meaningful accomplishments. Let this truth provide you stability so that external forces cannot dislodge you from the path I have prepared. As you move forward, sow seeds of hope wherever you travel. Be present for friends and family in distress. Offer comforting words to the disheartened, and share the understanding of my care with anyone who has yet to experience it. Even if the results do not appear immediately, trust that the seeds you sow will eventually sprout. Some dreams may lie dormant until the right moment arrives. Continue to plant, to ask for help, and to maintain the conviction that a fruitful outcome is near. When you extend kindness to others, my support multiplies within you, filling your thoughts with calm and diminishing the lingering marks of past pain. I am closer to you than you can comprehend, and I ask you to rely fully on this enduring care. Step forward confidently into your daily life and enter the space where my guidance and your journey converge. In that quiet inner dialogue, you will feel a stirring sign of a wholesome chapter beginning. Embrace every aspect of your journey, from victories to challenges. Your smiles and tears both hold equal value. I do not demand that you arrive perfected or polished. Instead, I welcome you as you are, with every flaw, willing to be shaped by this care. In moments of genuine silence, relinquish every burden you carry. The longer you remain connected to this care, the more the distractions of life will fade and clarity will increase. Do not fear moments of vulnerability. Rather, see them as opportunities to appreciate the depth of my support. Allow yourself to rely on this support, and every part of you will grow stronger. Life may seem like an expansive landscape with countless paths leading in various directions, but trust that nothing is unknown to me. I grasp every beginning, every twist, and every turn. I have arranged a clear route for you, and even when you stumble, it is part of a process that deepens your resilience. Confidence is not simply a hope, but a steady assurance that I will always be there to guide you. When the way ahead is unclear, lean on my guidance. I will lead you step by step, revealing each piece of the journey in its proper time. And when your thoughts overwhelm you, recall these grounded words. Everything I have promised will unfold in its own time. The challenges, losses, and setbacks you face are part of your journey on this earth. Yet never doubt that I am present when hardship strikes. I offer genuine comfort to rebuild what seems broken and hold each tear with care. Even when a veil of sadness descends, let my support be the gentle force that clears it away. This reassurance is not an empty sentiment, but a definite reminder that I stand by your side. I support you when you are too tired to continue, providing steady guidance when your strength wanes. Even during the most difficult nights, when hope seems dim, trust that my care remains unwavering. Accept every token of support and do not hesitate to seek help when needed. I lead you even through your darkest hours, guiding you toward hope and renewal. Your mind is a field where ideas can take root and blossom into something meaningful. I encourage you to shape your thinking so that the harvest it yields is one of resilience, humor, and genuine insight. Negative thoughts may arise, yet with care, you can remove them and nurture seeds of truth instead. When the world insists on fear, remember the strength that my support provides. If challenges leave you feeling overwhelmed, hold on to hope. When criticism or discouragement comes your way, recall that you are inherently valuable and significant. Changing your perspective is a continuous effort, an ongoing process of letting go of untrue notions while embracing supportive ideas. The more you fill your mind with this wisdom, the more your daily experiences will reflect the care that supports you. The records of past wisdom are not relics of history, but active guides that show you my nature, my hopes, and the genuine affection I hold for you. Reflect on these words deeply. Let them embed themselves in your core. Within these lines, discover examples of resilience, perseverance, and guidance toward better choices. Each expression is designed to anchor you as you journey through uncertainty. Accept these messages as nourishment for your inner strength. Speak them aloud and let their meaning become a permanent part of you. Though life may present its share of challenges, these truths remind you of your worth and the support that bolsters you. There may be times when your inner life feels barren and your customary practices appear ineffective. Even in such moments, I remain near. A season of dryness is not a sign of abandonment, but a call to draw closer and rediscover what sustains you. Reflect on whether the pressures of life or distractions have distanced you from what fulfills your spirit. When you feel lost, return to the simplicity of connecting with what supports you. Confess your fatigue and trust that the inner well of renewal is always available. Remember that periods of low energy often follow profound awakenings. You are not a random collection of parts. From the moment you came into being, I filled your life with meaning and purpose. The world may try to define you by past mistakes or shortcomings, but you are defined by the care I have always provided. Should doubts arise, remind yourself of my view. You are brilliant, cherished, and indispensable. Whatever limitations you perceive are not barriers to my strength. Often, what appears weak becomes the very demonstration of resilience. Lift your head high and trust that you are favored. A lasting symbol of care hovers over your life, assuring you that you are never alone. When you adopt an attitude of gratitude, your vision clears, allowing you to recognize the inherent goodness in every experience. Challenges become more bearable when you appreciate the small tokens of care that carry you through. Let these words serve as a steady guide in your everyday journey. Trust fully in the support that is always available and step forward with confidence. Know that in every quiet moment of reflection, you will sense the stirring of a new beginning, a chance for a genuine chapter in life. Embrace every facet of your journey, from success to disappointment, as part of the process that shapes you. You are welcome just as you are, raw, imperfect, and ready for transformation. In the stillness of genuine connection, let go of every burden. The more you remain open, the more the chaos around you will soften, leaving room for clarity and growth. Do not fear vulnerability. See it as the moment when you fully discover the strength that underlies every part of you. Stress and shaming lose their meaning when you intentionally recall every way I have proven faithful. You may be waiting for groundbreaking changes, or feel that you haven't offered enough prayers. But I ask that you set aside past missteps. Look back on those who have prevailed and absorb their journeys. A grateful heart makes room for more, as it trusts in me rather than temporary setbacks. In moments of praise, burdens dissolve and hearts find rest. Clinging to hurt is like lugging around a heavy stone that saps your strength and dims your days. I invite you to embrace forgiveness, not as a duty, but as a route to freedom. Consider that I have long let go of your faults, clearing away your wrongs so you can be with me. This invitation stands for releasing resentments, bitterness, and anger. A way not to excuse hurtful acts or signal distrust toward those who have caused pain, but to free yourself of lingering anger and open your soul to a refreshed sense of peace. Letting go allows you to renew both mind and spirit, enabling love to emerge where hostility once dwelled. When obstacles loom, remember that these challenges may serve as opportunities for growth and change. If you feel overwhelmed, do not assume that you have been abandoned. Rather, understand that hardship can refine you, like gold purified in fire, so that your faith grows stronger and more resilient. Look for lessons in your struggles and consider what steps you can take to learn and improve. Allow patience to transform your frustration into perseverance, knowing that you are not alone in your fight. I have already shown the way through suffering and triumph, demonstrating how one can move forward despite adversity. Trust that I see the complete picture of your life and care more for your lasting growth than for a short-lived ease. Even as you face your challenges, I offer support and comfort. My realm is built on love for me and love for each other. Every act of kindness, no matter how simple, reflects the essence of this love. Providing someone with a cup of water, lending a patient ear, or helping carry a burden are clear signals of my care and serve as concrete expressions of love. Even small actions matter. Much like a tiny seed that grows into a large tree, acts of service, whether caring for the elderly, mentoring a struggling student, or feeding those in need, always find a place in my heart and bring joy that deepens your spirit and reinforces your belief. In my domain, true greatness is measured by a caring, service-oriented spirit. I have not left you to handle everything on your own. I have equipped you with a guiding presence that supports you, enabling you to overcome daily trials and challenges. This inner guide opens your eyes to the truth within my teachings, providing the insight, wisdom, and capacity to mend broken hearts. Do not let doubt or harmful choices weaken this inner guide. Instead, invite that guiding force into every facet of your life so that it can direct your thoughts and actions. When you falter, the strength within offers you support beyond human capabilities. In moments when words fail, trust that this inner assurance speaks for you in ways beyond explanation. Open yourself to this presence and notice how new opportunities appear where there once were none. As you experience these quiet moments of prayer and reflection, you will find a deep sense of peace that no worldly wisdom can match. Many remain trapped by shame, believing that their past defines them as irreparably damaged or unworthy. Yet listen carefully. I did not create you for vanity or self-destruction, but for connection, freedom, and genuine contentment. The burdens of shame and guilt have already been taken from you, leaving no need for you to shoulder their weight any longer. When you have erred, acknowledge it and accept that I continue to offer mercy, restoration, and a path forward. Do not allow yourself to be confined by judgment or self-condemnation. Every new day offers a fresh chance to step into the light of my care. And although mistakes may have consequences, know that every moment is also an opportunity for growth and renewal. You are not defined by your mistakes, but by the truth of who I have made you to be. A being cherished, forgiven, and loved immeasurably. There are forces that seek to distort your understanding of yourself and me, planting doubts and spreading pessimism. They accuse and blame, trying to convince you that you are unworthy or beyond repair. However, remember that their power is fleeting, and they cannot overcome the truth I have established. When negative thoughts come, remind yourself of the commitments and hopes that I have instilled in you. Resist the pull of these destructive voices and allow the reality of my care to overshadow them. Think of the completed act of restoration and allow it to reassure you in times of despair. No matter how dire circumstances may appear, know that I am with you and that true light dispels darkness. Internalize this message, and you will remain unshaken as one deeply valued and supported individual. Worship is not just an act reserved for a single day of reflection. It is woven into every action and every moment when you choose to live with grace and humility. When your heart is free of burdens and open to gratitude, it becomes a source of beauty and nourishment. True worship lifts you above daily stresses, revitalizes your spirit, and aligns your mind with my guidance. Set aside a moment each day to simply connect with me, not merely to recount deeds, but to appreciate my presence for what it is. Whether through spoken words, silent contemplation, or simple gestures of thanks, let your devotion be genuine and unforced. Share kind words, extend care, and serve those around you with sincerity. In doing so, you create an environment where I draw ever closer, empowering you to face even the toughest decisions. Recognize that the struggles you encounter are not simply against other people, but against the deep-seated forces that try to drag you down. These challenges are not met with ordinary tools, but with the power and truth that I provide. Utilize the inner strength I have given you to deflect negative influences, knowing that even if setbacks occur, the hope you hold acts as a shield against despair. When anxiety and fear whisper that you are alone, remember that you are a beloved creation in a realm filled with light and truth. Let my words guide you as you seek refuge in every difficult moment. I understand your concerns, whether they involve financial worries, health challenges, relationship issues, or other burdens. And I encourage you to trust in my care. Just as the simplest creatures are sustained by the world around you, so too are you nurtured by my constant presence. Do not let panic overtake you when the weight of worry seems heavy. Instead, allow a calm reassurance to settle in your heart. Recognize that I have arranged every detail of life to show that you are not alone in this journey. Rather than hastening in a frantic race, pause and allow yourself the benefit of rest, both physically and emotionally. Rest is not a sign of laziness, but a declaration of trust, a sign that you acknowledge you do not control every moment. When you take time to rest, you affirm that I am at work in your life, guiding every step with care. In silence, you might hear the subtle hints of guidance that gently reshape your understanding and rekindle your hope. The command to care deeply for me and for each other is the highest call I give, a call that transforms everyday interactions into acts of genuine love. In offering this love, you embrace a mission that often involves sacrifice and patience, but also brings a unique sense of fulfillment. Your authentic care for others, mirrored by the care I show you, becomes a beacon for those in need. Each day, invite more love into your life and observe as barriers break down, communities mend, and individual lives experience a gentle, restoring light. Hope is not a vague desire, but a determined expectation, an assurance grounded in the promises I have given. Though you may witness chaos, conflict, and sorrow in the world, do not let these external conditions extinguish the vibrant hope within you. Keep your eyes fixed on the true source of life and strength. For even when outcomes are delayed, this steadfast hope carries you through. Let your hopeful nature become a signal to others, guiding them through challenging times toward a place of safety and renewal. Every word of prayer, every act of kindness, every moment of honest care contributes to a harvest of blessings that will one day reveal the full extent of my faithfulness. These blessings might appear in tangible ways, such as renewed relationships or improved circumstances, or in the quiet, internal sense of peace that sustains you. In all ways, receive them with a humble heart and a spirit of gratitude, and allow them to drive you to further acts of service and care. Share the positive outcomes of my work in your life, not as a boast, but as a sincere testimony that goodness is available to all. Our world, though often dimmed by hardship and injustice, still carries a light one that burns steadily within you. You were not meant to hide in the shadows, but to shine forth like a steadfast beacon, a clear demonstration that hope and renewal are possible. Move forward with the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you rely on a strength far greater than your own. Let your words be gentle, your actions full of kindness, and your commitment true. Reflect on every time you have overcome difficulty or seen healing take place, and let those memories remind you that no challenge is too great when approached with trust and perseverance. I have shared this guidance so that your confidence is restored, your hope renewed, and your heart filled with steady calm. Use these words as a compass for the days ahead, a reminder that you are never truly alone. I stand beside you, caring for you, and ensuring that no force can unsettle the bond we share. Stand firm in this assurance, and let the truth of my care guide every decision. When trials come, face them with the resilience that stems from knowing you are supported by a power that is greater than any earthly struggle. Celebrate every success and every small victory, and offer the kindness you receive to those who may be struggling. Draw near to me regularly, allow my wisdom to shape your understanding, and let the peace I provide permeate your life. My care is constant, and my strength becomes visible when you embrace your vulnerability. Trust in the knowledge that my support is unending, that even when the path seems arduous, you are held safely in a care that transcends all worldly limitations. Walk confidently in the truth that no challenge, no matter how intimidating, can sever the connection we share. Together, we can meet every mountain, weather every storm, and celebrate each victory along the way. You have heard my message now in full, and I trust that these words will bolster your confidence, soothe your doubts, and brighten your journey with the assurance of my unwavering presence. Let these ideas encourage you enough that you feel free to share them with others who might be seeking comfort and guidance. Should you wish to remain connected and continue building on this foundation of trust, express your reflections in conversation or through written thoughts, knowing that each positive word has the power to extend hope further. Remember always that I have been with you in the past, am here with you now, and will continue to guide you into every tomorrow. I want you to understand that sharing your resources is a practical way to care for others and honor the truth that nothing you have is meant to be kept hidden away. When you offer financial help, you remind yourself that life is meant for connecting with others, not simply accumulating wealth for your own sake. Each time you give, you acknowledge that everything you possess is a trust meant to be shared for the benefit of those in need. I encourage you to see your money as a tool for building better lives. By giving to those who struggle, you create opportunities that strengthen your community. Know that even a small contribution matters. It is never about the size of the gift, but about the intention behind it. Every act of financial help is a step toward creating a more caring and supportive world, and it reflects the trust and love I have placed within you. When you choose to be financially generous, you practice self-discipline and gratitude. Setting aside part of what you earn teaches you that prosperity is not solely for personal comfort. It means understanding that wealth is temporary and is designed to move and grow when shared with others. This act of sharing reinforces your awareness of the many blessings you have received, and it opens your eyes to the needs of those around you. In giving, you acknowledge that life is richer when it is used to help others, and you become an active participant in the betterment of your community. Remember that when you extend your hand through financial generosity, you help reduce the distance between those who have and those who struggle. You contribute to a network of care where everyone feels responsible for one another. Whether you support an individual, a local group, or a project that uplifts others, you make a meaningful difference. Your willingness to give is a sign of strength, not weakness. It is a recognition that our well-being is interconnected and that each person's success is tied to the support of the entire community. I want you to know that this act of sharing also sets an example for others. Your commitment to help those in need, however modest your offering might be, becomes a quiet yet powerful message of hope. It inspires others to look beyond their own circumstances and consider how they too can contribute to making life better for someone else. When you give, you participate in a cycle of trust and mutual care that brings light into dark places. I remind you that genuine wealth is not measured by what you have gathered, but by how you use what you have been given. When you share your resources, you align your actions with my truth and nurture a heart that cares deeply for others. Continue to be financially generous with an honest spirit and an open heart, knowing that each contribution contributes to a larger purpose, one that cherishes community and builds hope. Let your generosity be a constant reminder that nothing is truly owned, only shared, and that your support can be the turning point in someone's life. Amen.